It goes without saying that Coinbox has been my passion project for the past 2 years. The idea was always to make an online event as much of a spectacle as we could, even as a one-man production from my office here in my room, and a few of Liquid staff helping us with brackets and organization. One thing that I think hasn't been as clear is who owns Coinbox. As happy as I am to share half the name with the event, Coinbox, the Coinbox belongs to Team Liquid. They're the ones who have a partnership with Coinbase, who have been perhaps the most generous, kindest, and flexible sponsor that I have ever worked with. So, big capital C for Coinbase. Thank you for that. On everyone's mind is likely still the changes Nintendo announced with their community tournament guidelines. If you're not aware, the community tournament guidelines are a number of rules that Smash events must adhere to if they are to run without a license. But it should be stated that this isn't an end-all, be-all boilerplate. The important element to remember is that those guidelines describe community tournaments run specifically by individuals. The section that describes corporations running tournaments is a bit more fluid, and Team Liquid is classified as a corporation running a tournament. This is in section A14 of this guidelines, which you can read. So essentially, if you are a legal entity or organization wishing to host a game tournament using Nintendo games, please submit an application for a license to use in Nintendo games in your tournament. That is verbatim what it says. Because Team Liquid is a corporation, they will be applying for a license as such. And those guidelines look very different from the ones that were posted a couple of weeks ago. So, hold for a bit. What does that mean going forward? So, for Ultimate, we're aiming to submit a license application, as you all know, but those haven't gone live yet. We believe there's a chance, a good chance, we're allowed to continue Ultimate Coinbox, and we're willing to work with Nintendo for such a license. That said, Ultimate Coinboxes are pending licensing. We're intending to run them until the end of the year. As we indicated, they are bi-weekly, and Nintendo indicated events until the end of the year are fine as long as they were announced. So there still will be Ultimate Coinbox throughout the rest of 2023. Now, the issue of Melee. The difference is centered around mods and emulators. Ultimate events can run online without the use of mods or emulators, and we can reasonably comply with their guidelines for Ultimate as is such. But Team Liquid owns the Coinbox. I've been on Team Liquid for 9 years. They've been gracious enough to give me opportunities that quite literally changed my life. And I need to do right by Team Liquid, as they are my sponsor, they're my partner, and they own the Coinbox. Per Team Liquid, there is unfortunately no chance of such a compliance for Melee, and they'd rather not invite the challenge. Legally and logistically, that's completely what makes sense for them. Instead, for the sake of the tourney series, they'd like to take a collaborative approach where Coinbox can continue to exist. This was not my decision. In fact, this wasn't the decision of any one individual. It's important to remember that Team Liquid is comprised of hundreds of employees across a vast expanse of esports. It's a shared responsibility among all of my colleagues and myself to make sure we're doing things correctly moving forward. And so, unless a radical shift in Nintendo's approach to emulation occurs, which is unlikely, the final Melee Coinbox will be on November 14th this Tuesday. It'll be a $6,000 pot. Coinbase agreed to double the pot for this last one out of generosity. And I encourage all of our top North American players, Zane, Cody, Plup, Jmook, Moki, Mango, and everyone else who's been ranked near the top, all others, to enter this event on Tuesday to celebrate online Melee in an official capacity one last time. And as you know, November 14th is one day before November 15th when the guidelines go into effect. And so, huge thank you one more time to Coinbase for giving us double the prize pool for this last tournament. They did not have to at all, and they chose to. In fact, they chose to do a lot of things for us in the face of a lot of adversity. I understand. I know crypto, far from perfect. I understand how a lot of people feel about it. But goddamn, guys, I have to say, it was like an angel came down and dropped a company willing to take a fall for Smash harder than I've ever seen in my life. So thank you so much, not just for Coinbase for providing a Coinbox for Ultimate, but Melee for an entire year and taking that risk themselves. It's just, I'm thankful. I'm thankful we even had it while it was there. And so you have to remember, without Team Liquid, this entire tournament series that you tune into every single week would not exist. And as I've been loyal to Team Liquid and Steve for 9 years now, I'm actually one of the longest remaining athletes in the org. I want to make sure I'm doing right by them. But I do have one more announcement as to not end things on a somber note. Okay? I know it's a sad sandwich, but you always have to let me cook, because I always got something else up my sleeve, chat. I always have something else up my sleeve. Well, no, Slimebox is already announced. We know there will be a Slimebox November 15th for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. We know that. That'll be on November 15th, start.gg/Slimebox. That's fine. That's separate from all this. The big announcement is that with all this, Liquid and Coinbase are proud to announce the first ever Coinbox IRL in Washington, D.C. December 17th. I told you let me cook. December 17th. Now, hold on. Let me finish. Just like with online Coinbox, we are applying for a license for this event. We are. But we have recognized and realized that even while we're waiting for a license, this will be an invitational style event with 12 prior Coinbox champions. 12 prior Coinbox champions. Sonics, DeBuzz, Riddles, Meister, Skyj, Armadillo, Send, Shiny Mark, Spargo, and all the way from Europe, the champion of the EU Coinbox, Siski. We are flying all of them out to come to DC on December 17th to play in a series of exhibition matches. An exhibition match style event. And if we manage to get the license for that event, which is very likely, there is a whole nother surprise included with it. Okay? So as of now, and the other two are MKLeo and Jazar. MKLeo and Jazar, please answer your DMs. Thank you. You're invited. Answer. Unless I gotta choose someone else. Cool. So anyways, if we get the license, we're doing something much cooler. But mark it down on your calendars, everyone. Coinbox IRL, December 17th. And once again, Coinbase and Team Liquid, in the face of adversity, we figure out a solution, and we bring you a brand new style event, the last Smash event of the entire year, one that will likely be PGR ranked if it becomes a tournament. As of now, it is a one-day exhibition event. So patience, let us cook. 2024 also has a lot of potential for live events. Even if there's no Melee Coinbox, it doesn't mean we're not able to host larger scale in-person events. Potentially even the first ever Melee Coinbox Major. All in person. So, even though we're saying goodbye to the online Melee Coinbox, there's always more in the tank. There's always something else we can do. So as of right now, thank you. As of right now, that is what we're going to do. And thank you endlessly for the support you've given to our tournament series and the support you've given to me. Here's to all the ones you tune into, and hopefully many more to come. Thank you. And one more time, put a capital C for Coinbase, capital TL for Team Liquid. And that is the announcement. Holy crap.